Alrighty guys, welcome. I don't have anything set up on my XSplit, all I have is Dota 2, but we at least can see this game. As this is LGD up against Vici Gaming. Let me just quickly make sure everything is looking good. There we go. LGD playing over on the dire side, Vici Gaming over on the radio. This is just going to be a half production job because I don't even have a single overlay going, but it's Vici Gaming going with the dual lane mid. They're going to be running a farming Leshrac played by Fenrir. CTY. Actually, CTY playing a farming Shadow Demon and a support Leshrac. Oh my gosh, this is some new meta shit coming out from Vici Gaming. As for the bottom lane, we've got the CK Wiz, ZSMJ playing CK, Wiz being played by FY, and Zhao Wei on the offlane Juggernaut. As we are going to see initiation. Actually, Zhao Wei forced upon the Blade Fury here. They're going to try and chase him down, and they're actually going for this. They're confident they can get it. Zhao Wei under his tower. Nope, they're not going to go into the tower. The Tango being used there to heal them both up, but it looks like no kill going to happen. Meanwhile, top lane, we have got LGD running a tri-lane of Sylar on the Gyrocopter, a new carry hero entering the Chinese metagame, DD playing Sand King, and then we've got Rubik, the other support here, who's actually in the mid lane with Yao's Panda, so dual lane versus dual lane at mid. Offlaner, XTT, playing the Lone Druid, has pulled these creep waves from round from behind, and we are seeing basically dual lanes from both teams. Both teams running a dual lane in their safe lane, dual lane at mid. Yao with a fast bottle up. He's going to find himself a regen ring. As everyone has realized, I do apologize for everything going on with the stream. The Perfect World servers do have some problems. As I'll quickly just make sure everything seems okay. Alright, so yeah, mid lane. This is probably the craziest thing. They're getting a farmed Shadow Demon. Oh my, first bottom lane. There we go. I was just trying to check something on the stream, completely missed that one. As technical problems do continue. ZSMJ and FI both taking a lot of damage. They share a salve though. So cheap, costly, effective way to heal themselves back up. But yeah, mid lane, this is what I was talking about. The Shadow Demon farming. This is something very new. And something I imagine they'll get him some early farm and then he'll go off ganking. Once he gets some early 4-star, early arcane boots, it won't be like, okay, he's just got himself some arcane boots or 4-star, let's keep farming a sheep sickle. They'll sort of switch back to the Leshrac farming. I don't think they'll keep the Shadow Demon as the main farmer all the way throughout. Zhao at bottom though, very, very early aggression coming out from Vici Gaming. The Wisp CK. It's been working in the Western metagame for quite some time, and here we're seeing it come out in China at the Dota 2 Super League. XTT, meanwhile, at top lane, has got himself some decent early XP as well as farm here, using these pulls from behind. And because of this duel lane he's against, Sand King Gyrocopter, there's not a whole lot they can do to really shut him down completely. They can't stop the Spirit Bear from pulling the creep wave with just a Sand King. They only have the one support. And even if he does poke his head far up lane, Sand King Gyro not the best for killing him off. If Gyro can get close enough for a rocket barrage, it'll be good. He's even got a point in homing missile. So he really wants to make sure that if Lone Druid comes up to the lane, he can maybe be looking for a kill here. Zhao, meanwhile, forced to do some ancient sacking, realizing there's not a whole lot he can do. CK Wisp already with a kill. A first blood means Wisp has boots, CK has boots, and this lane is almost lost for him. But here we're going to see a rotation. Sankey looks like he's smoked up. He's going to be coming for CTY. CTY. Disruption down on Panda. Great stun onto DD. There's not going to be any stun coming out from the Sankey anytime soon, but there is a Rubik telekinesis in 7 seconds. He's chasing. He's going to be looking for it. CTY did go for the bottle here. He is trying to heal himself up. He's got one more charge, which he probably wants to use. He turns around. What is that? A bit of a misclick, it looks like, as Gyrocopter's cutting him off. This is going to be a death for CTY. There's no way really out of this. Sandking has stopped chasing. CTY, can he get the suicide off? Not going to happen. The creeps are actually hitting the Rubik. DDC makes sure that Yao gets the kill on the Brewmaster. So a revenge kill. Sandking actually stopped chasing. It looks like he stayed mid. As soon as they knew they could hunt him down, Sandking's like, okay, you guys hunt him down. I'll get some XP and farm at mid up against the Leshrac. Meanwhile, bottom lane, T1 tower actually being pressured a bit here. Zhao Wei drops some healing ward down. I wonder what he was doing. Did he actually try and kill this? No. Looks like he just stacked it. They go immediately onto him. Zhao Wei, he's got a blade free, needs to pop it soon. Will do so. Do they chase him down? Maybe? No. They back off. The creep's still there. Still plenty of them there to tank it up. So they may actually look to keep chipping at this tower. And Zhao Wei with blade free on cooldown has to play very, very safe during this time. Siege creep kept alive, so this means this T1 tower is still taking damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, they find Brewmaster! Disruption into Leshrac stun. Brewmaster goes down, and no answer. Rubik was not there. Rubik actually backs off after getting an assist. He's got boots, he's got observer wards, he's looking to make the most out of this. In-game sound apparently needs to be fixed. Let's see if we can do that. Should be a bit better now. ZSMJ, FY, bottom lane. The dual lane. For those of you in Dota TV, do hope everything's okay, guys. There is some issues with the Perfect World server which we're trying to resolve. As everything should be good to go. This is not meant to be. This is not meant to be the setup we're using. But because LD didn't join the game, Vlad as well didn't actually make it into the game. So I quickly turned on XSplit, got everything fired up, so we can at least have a stream of this game. And so we are going to see Yao at the mid lane trying to do his best job to get some farm up on his Panda and Brewmaster. CTY 24 creep kills. He's still farming and farming pretty damn well. 3 kills to 1 in Vici Gaming's favor, and well, this is a good start for them. Juggernaut, ooh, looking for it, not going to find it. Immediate Blade Fury. As soon as he comes out of the river, he pops a Blade Fury just to make sure he's kept alive. As CTY is still farming this mid lane. He's got Wand going. Rotation towards bottom. D2SL King has come in. As T1 Tau taking a lot of damage. And this is when LGD rotate. Is it too quiet or?
The game audio, they can't hear it.
Oh, they should be able to hear it.
Just turn up your volume.
There we go. Game audio. Should be good. Professional BTS casting at its best. We do apologize, guys. This is as a result of the Perfect World service. LD, who had the production going, couldn't actually connect into the game. As we are going to see rotation towards mid lane. Rubik as well as Sankin. They actually drop a Sensual to scout things out. They found CTY immediate self-destruction, but there's 4 heroes, including Zhao with a Blade Through coming down. DD gets a stun, and great stun from Fenrir, catches 3. CTY still on the run. Can he get out of here? He's got bottle. Wisp, relocate! They brought in Wisp, but where's CK? Where's your friend? That was not meant to happen. CK's meant to be coming in as well. Now Sankin takes a fall. Zhao as well as Yao on the run. Yao going to get stunned up. He's going to take a fall here. Does have a clap, but I don't see any way out of this one, and nope, there's none. Leshrac with the kill. Vici Gaming up 5 kills to 1. Now Destruction catches out Zhao. Zhao with no mana for a Blade Fury. I don't see him escaping this. 2 seconds, 1 second. Reality Rift. Goodbye Zhao. Actually pops a Chaos Bot with the Intel Shred switch, and Shadow Demon picks himself up. His second kill of the game. 2-1 and 2 now for CTY. FY ZSMJ at bottom. I've had a fantastic start here. FY with Arcane Boots. The Tether Arcane. Look at this. CK going to be full mana. Full mana? Yeah. He goes from having no mana at all to full mana with the Tether Arcane Boots use. That is just some nasty, nasty stuff. The one hero we haven't seen a lot of is Lone Druid at top lane, and he's even got decent farm. He's up to 29 creep kills to the 51 creep kills of the Gyrocopters. So all in all, things for LGD are not really going too well to start things off here. Yao sort of backed himself off into the jungle.
It's still too quiet. I think you need to...
It's loud, yo.
You need to, like, lower your microphone. Yeah, let's turn that, like, way up.
Alright.
And then... I guess check...
Alright, everything should be a bit better now, guys.
Oh. Keep an
As
eye.
Dota 2 sounds hopefully a bit louder.
Keep an eye on the stream chat.
Let me know. Let me know in chat if this is better. Alright, people seem to think it's better. Alright, everything fine with the Dota TV sounds. We are seeing Vici Gaming up 6 kills to 1 very early on. They've got themselves about a 3-4k gold lead. The experience even bigger. They've been finding all these kills around the map. LGD are just getting outmaneuvered. As the smoke rotation from the 2 supports, Sanking, Rubik, looking to sort of back up Zhao at the mid lane. Only the dual lane here from CTY Fenrir. CTY, as mentioned, playing a farming Shadow Demon. He's 2-1 and 2. And bottom lane. This is always the big threat for LGE. This Wisp CK can TP in at any time. Last time the relocate didn't come with the CK. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. CK actually ended up cutting them off, but for now, Wisp up to level 7, almost level 8. CK level 8 is going for a fast treads into treads into Drum of Endurance. As we'll be seeing.
So looking at the way this game is developing, God,
Can't hear you, LD.
You can't hear me. Take your headphones. Take one headphone. We'll make it a dual cast. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Random LD appears.
Yeah. Sorry about the technical issues, guys. We were not planning on having God's cast, but unfortunately, or stream rather, and you see them going bottom lane now. ZSMJ is looking for their outer rift and able to get in range, but what do you do if you're LGD? Because your lineup is really built around 5-man, and you cannot split push and farm when you're up against CK Wisp. So I feel strategically they're in a pretty big pickle. As soon as this Wisp decides to start going for those relocate ganks, realistically, what are you going to do?
Yeah, the snowball from Vici Gaming has already started rolling, and it's got a ton of momentum. They're looking to get something even more out of this. A quick smoke gank after they get the Tier 1 tower bottom. They can either wait for Zhao Wei to poke his head up, or they can look to rotate to another lane. Look like they're just going to stick bottom here, but the beauty of this with CK is, like you say, relocate ganks happen anywhere on the map at any time.
They're going in now. Yeah. Looking nice Blade Fury there by Zhao Wei, able to dodge away, but you can see the pressure at the thread, and just as soon they'll go in top, relocate onto Sylar. Are they going to find the tether stun on him? FY dropping low, still alive. DSMJ gets off a 4-second cast bolt. Sylar also dropping low. Are they going to be able to bring him down? They do, and now they bait out a Panda Split. If they can get out, they'll be happy, and they do. What a tether back by FY. Sensational play.
Just at the last second. XCT left at top lane, but he's got plenty of HP to spare. 1k HP, and with this Brewmaster Split wearing off, oh, he killed bottom lane. They rotate back. They get the kill on the Juggernaut, and Zhao Wei once again in all sorts of trouble here. How many deaths is this? He's now up to 4 deaths, not a single killer assist to his name.
You know, whenever we've cast with Winter and he's talked about Wisp, he always brings up the idea that you have to know how to play CK Wisp. But there's the other side of the coin, which is you have to know how to play against it. And LGD just do not seem comfortable with this Wisp pick. To get caught out bottom lane, you know they're coming back after that relocate. Zhao Wei not expecting it, maybe thought the Wisp would die. He gets caught out of position and gets picked off. So fantastic play from Vici Gaming. And the beauty of their lineup is Lone Druid can farm one lane, CK Wisp can relocate to another lane at any time, so you can't really gank the Lone Druid too easily, because if you go on him, you know those two are coming, and that's why we see such aggressive positioning from that Lone Druid in the off lane.
Yeah, and early points in the Edict coming from Fenrir, they want to try and take down, or at least have the ability to pressure towers when they can, with both Lone Druid in one lane, Leshrac in another. Actually, a support Leshrac. They did go for the farming Shadow Demon, who's picked up early treads, Bracer, and now he's going back for what looks to be a 4-star, so just going for that mobility, just the cheap, cost-effective Bracer, but all in all, this is a hero that used to be played. When he first came out, he was almost exclusively a solo mid, so this is sort of going back to a similar type role here with CTY on Shadow Demon.
Oh, they're waiting for this. There's 2 heroes lurking on the high ground. They're going to swoop around now, but watch for the relocate. If it comes, this could be trouble. CTY gets caught by Blade Fury and a call down. That's a lot just to kill off that support Shadow Demon immediate. Or that solo Shadow Demon, rather. There will be a buyback, and now they're looking to go on ZSMJ. He gets disrupted. Now Wisp needs to tether up. ZSMJ in all sorts of trouble. He gets brought back again. The escape. Incredible play. CTY now on the run, and Fenrir as well. So in the end, 11-2, and they get out. And by the way, Lone Druid pushing top lane, unchecked.
Yeah, Lone Druid gets himself to tier 1 tower. Spirit Ray almost goes down, but even if it does, he's not too worried about that. And the thing is, even when CK's getting chain stunned and disabled and kept out of these fights, Shadow Demon offers a lot of damage. With this maxed out Shadow Poison build, that stacks up very fast.
Goodbye, Sylar. Hello, CK Wisp. They're debuting here in beautiful fashion. They find another kill. They want Meow. Reality Rift should spell his doom. Gets pulled back in. No tether stun just yet. Are they going to continue to chase? They're not. They back off. DDC gets caught, and that's just the power of CK Wisp. You try to come in to help your team. You're even the tiniest bit out of position. Down you go. But they may be able to turn this around and bring down ZSMJ. He doesn't have a drum charge. No wand. No way out. They finally kill him, but it takes 5 heroes all devoted to the cause, and they lost quite a bit in the meantime. You still got to say, big advantage, Vici Gaming, and you know you're ahead when your Wisp is going in on 4 heroes like that.
Yeah, 5 heroes and a Gyrocopter buyback as well. Sile, who's trying to build up a BKB, gets slowing down quite a bit there. Also spends some time losing gold from that death. And XTT, he's got himself his armor now. It looks like it's coming out on the courier, and that's a very fast phase boot armor from him. The same sort of item progression just doesn't exist right now for LGD. Zhao Wei's been completely shut down. The one item that may be able to help them is a blink on Yao's Brewmaster, but he's nowhere near it.
Oh, just TP's away in the nick of time. Not able to find either the Omni Slash or a Burrow Strike to cancel that TP. Actually, Omni Slash was fully down, as you just showed. But if you're LGD, your lineup was predicated on getting an early Blink on the Panda, getting an early BKB on the Gyro, and using Healing Ward to 5-man. So what do you do now? Because you don't have those core items. You can't really push. I guess you just have to find a way to farm them. But my concern is, while they're busy doing that, Vici Gaming are getting bigger, more scary items on the Lone Druid, as well as on the CK.
Yeah, I think the one thing you can maybe try to is just lay some traps around the map, try bait out Wisp, CK TPs and relocates, and then have backup from a hero farming. Like you have Gyrocopter farming on his own, or maybe with one other hero, and then have Brewmaster with some support smoked up behind him and try find those pickoffs. But otherwise, taking a 5-on-5 teamfight isn't going to really work with their current items. It's just not really happening. And I imagine we see 4 stuff up very soon on Shadow Demon with CK with a ton of farm. Wisp is starting to build a mech on himself. It's ridiculous how well these 2 heroes are doing.
And once Wisp gets a mech, that means the entire CK army much more resilient against all that AoE damage. You really need mass AoE to deal with the CK who has farm. Otherwise, the 4 illusions just murder your team, one to the next, and well, the mech's going to help a lot, as well as keeping that main Chaos Knight alive. And guys, it's probably a good time for us to double check to make sure all the audio issues are good, since we didn't actually do that since I started screaming in the background.
Yeah, it looks like everything is okay here. Guys in the chat, we don't have any stream delay, so just let us know if there's any problems right now. We'll have a quick peek into that. It looks like things have quieted down. LGD looking to get back some map control. as it seems sound quality sucks. LD's a bit further away. Let's try and like move this microphone so it's more in between.
Yeah, again, guys, this is an ad hoc last-minute setup. We were not... I sound like I'm talking from a cave. Well, maybe it'll be a bit better now. Bottom lane. Oh, relocate on top. Yeah, I was going to get caught out here. He is not farmed at all, and he's not going to get farmed. Well, he will pop his panel. Are we going to see that same amazing escape from FY? It feels like we might. Can they bring the Swiss down? They do. And in the end, ZSMJ, he's got to huff it out of here now. It looks like he should be able to escape. There was Tether stolen by Rubik. Is this going to be enough to chase him down? I don't think so. And meanwhile... it looks like bottom lane, they're going for a pretty big push.
Yeah, they get the kill there. The armlet on the Lone Druid giving him a lot of extra DPS there. And LGD made the right call there. They go for the Wisp nice and fast. They make sure they kill him off first. Then they look to get the CK if possible. CK pops a drum charge, and that gives him too much movement speed to be brought down.
DDC, this is not where you want to be, my friend. In comes the SMJ. Look for the Chaos Bolt. It will connect. Now the bear here as well. Even the creeps working on the cause of Vici Gaming right now. They'll find some additional damage. Here comes the call down. Maybe the turnaround. There's no Wisp ability to get out of here a little bit quicker. He will end up going down. Didn't have the overcharge to help keep him alive. Didn't have the additional heals coming from the tether. And does go down. A bit of an overextension and something that Vici Gaming, I think it's been possibly their biggest issue. As good as these players are, is making those correct in-game decisions as we head towards the mid-game and the late game. Not overextending, just controlling the map and starving LGD. Because if you overextend, they will punish you. We saw it there.
Yeah, and this is to me is how LGD get back in the game. It's about punishing mistakes, laying bait. That one there was more a mistake from Vici Game. I don't think they were intending to use that Rubik as a bait, although he ended up being one. The play at top lane where they went for the Brewmaster and had the Juggernaut behind him, that was a nice little trap which they laid for Vici Gaming, which the Wiz CK took. So now Vici Gaming going to regroup, look to try push down some towers. TP's coming even towards the mid lane. The one problem is, do they really have an answer for this Lone Druid who's getting a lot of farm here? And that's, to me, is going to be the one here hard to deal with for LGD.
They're lacking a bit of physical damage, and it's not helped by the fact that Sylar is going for BKB, and they go Reality Rift now, but can they bring Sylar down? He's still alive. In comes the disruption from CTY. Is he going to find a call down? He will. He drops it, but everybody able to get on out of there, and now the chase on to Xiao 8 on the run, not actually being entangled, so the call down able to slow that bear down, able to keep them away, but sure, they don't lose too much. They only lose their gyro, albeit an important hero, but now they're going to lose a tier 2 mid.
Yeah, tier 2 mid. There's no answer to this. Cooldown's been used. They've dropped all their ultimates. Brewmaster split still on cooldown from that top engagement, and they've got to entirely back off. Sand King, Epicenter is just not really going to come into play, I don't feel, for a long, long time, unless he's really patient with it, waits towards like the end of a fight, because Vici Gaming will not let him get that off with the number of disables they've got.
Yeah, and I believe CTY has a Force Staff as well, so they have a lot of mobility items, as well as just mobile heroes, between the Force Staff, as well as Leshrac with his high base move speed. Same for CK, especially when Tether comes into play. And the only hero that you can realistically jump on is going to be the Lone Druid, but of course he's so tanky that, as we saw, it doesn't easily go down. So for LGD Gaming, they have to find that BKB on the gyro. I do think they have the shot taking this late, but they have to find a way to stabilize. They're down by a lot of gold, a lot of experience. If they can do that, they do have a chance, but it's going to be very difficult to execute and find that proper fight. And finding the farm, very dangerous against CK Wiz.
Yeah, they're going to have a Blink Dagger now on the Brewmaster. That's going to help them out a lot. But I feel like this is just one piece of the puzzle. They need the Sand King, Blink Dagger. They need just Xiao 8 to start getting up a Drum of Endurance or anything. BKB on Sylar, like you mentioned, probably going to be the next key item, which actually comes fairly soon. The Blink nowhere near this for the Sand King. Problem is, by very soon, ZSMJ, he's got his BKB. I think he just needs the Mithril Hammer for that. He's got the BKB recipe, so things for LGD are going to get a lot tougher with that item.
What are you going to do when that Cast Knight has a BKB? There's just not a whole lot you can. He will be overcharged on top of that, taking even less damage. And the Wisp, of course, once she completes the mech, you bring him low, suddenly he's back to full. And the difference is, he kills you instantly, whereas for LGD, it's a gradual war of attrition, painstakingly trying to bring that Chaos Knight down. If Chaos Knight goes on you with 3-4 illusions, you die in a matter of 1 stun and 1 set of crits.
Yeah, as it looks like mech almost completed on the Wisp. He did have a mech recipe on the ground, so yeah, he's just about a couple hundred gold away from that, and that's where the Vici Gaming 5-man gets very scary. BKB, CK, mech on the Wisp, LGD, even if they've got these items up, it's going to be hard for them to defend at towers. The outer towers especially, this tier 2 at top will probably drop pretty fast, and Roshan should be claimed pretty easily for Vici Gaming, unless LGD can find themselves with a really good team fight, but right now, it just doesn't seem to be something possible for them. No even extra points in healing wards from Xiao 8 on the Juggernaut. This is something, I guess, slightly unusual with the way Jug's been played lately.
Yeah, it's just kind of a sign of how the game's developing. If you don't go for additional stats, you generally do need at least 1 point in stats to be able to use your ultimate, as well as Blade Fury at level 6. But he's got a Bracer now, and the thing is, you kind of need stats. Otherwise, you just die instantly to a Chaos Bolt Reality Rift. And he could go for the healing ward now. He could level it up, but realistically, he may just die instantly trying to drop that healing ward. That's how quickly this combo can bring you down, but ultimately, it's more the fact that he's just flat out under-leveled. That's really the problem for LGD. Finding the levels, finding the farm, and doing it without giving up too much more, because frankly, gods, there's not much left to give up.
No, it's getting very hard. We're taking a quick look at the gold graph. 15,000 gold. I didn't even realize it was that big. I guess look at the items. I'm not surprised. You've got a Shadow Demon who's, I think he's just spent a lot of gold. He had about 2k. He's picked up a Ghost Scepter maybe. As yeah, there we go. LD with the big item check here. As it doesn't show what's on the courier, okay?
Yeah.
What does Shadow Demon have?
I think it actually does
check
put
the
it
courier
right now. I think they fixed that recently. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like we might have an engage here. Remember, they can also relocate behind the tower. If they see an opportune moment, they can just go on you, and then the rest can easily follow up. So don't be fooled. LGD does have great positioning now. It's a little bit dangerous to dive them. I feel you just want to kind of siege away with the bear.
Vici gaming away for this courier.
Oh my god,
yeah.
it is so fat.
The Ghost Scepter, the Maelstrom, the BKB,
and it's going
I think the mech as well. I don't even know if the mech is on there.
Come back, courier. It's got to make like 4 trips. This courier is working overtime. Somebody give him his back wages that he certainly
doesn't have the mech recipe. Something got it was too full. Something got left behind.
I think that's probably a little bit more important than some of the other items on there, but I imagine they'll wait for it because, especially with Wisp, that gives your CK so much survivability. I think you heal a little bit over 500 health with that mechanism as well.
Yeah, whoever's tethered, assuming Wisp is low HP, if Wisp has full or near full HP himself, it won't get the full heal, but it offers a ton. LGD, I love this little positioning. They're all hovering around the trees, trying to remain as hidden as possible. Problem is Shadow Poison can scout them out, but the key here to try to keep him is DD.
Beautiful scouting by CCY.
Even though the poison didn't hit him, I think the edge of that would have seen him, and they can just slow sieges, use the Spirit Bet, chip away at this tower bit by bit. They don't even have to worry about an engagement, except from the Blink Dagger from Yao, but if he blinks in, I think LGD are overextending way too much, even with this BKB on Sylar.
They do have the BKB on him, but there's so much physical damage. If he gets rooted, he's dead. CK can just go on and chop him down, and now a double damage run on CTY, so watch for his Demonic Purge as well. Sure, you might pop your BKB, but that'll hold you in place long enough to get entangled. And they're just going to siege this tower. Very patient play from Vici Gaming. Again, they don't have to commit to a fight. It's LGD, who at some point are going to have to say, we have to try and go on this bear. And when they do, that's where CK Wisp come in. They want Xiao Wei. Good Blade Fury, but unfortunately his good plays only allowing them to escape, not securing any kind of advantage, and they weren't farming at all during that time. 5 heroes parked in the top lane, so just a clear advantage being accrued more and more by Vici Gaming.
Vici Gaming themselves spend a lot of time with 5 on top not farming, but when both teams aren't really achieving a whole lot, Vici Gaming get themselves a tower. It's LGD who need the items more right now. Vici Gaming already are pretty much at almost the peak of their strength with BKB on CK, all their other key heroes with whatever items they can hope for. The mech, the Force Staff, the Ghost Scepters on the supports. These Ghost Scepters are going to help a lot. It means Juggernaut can't get free easy pickoffs with Omni Slash, and also the Gyrocopter flak cannon damage is going to do a whole lot less.
Yeah, of course they're a bit of a double-edged sword here, because there's a lot of magic damage coming from LGD, but if it's a well-timed Ghost Scepter, it gives you that extra couple seconds to get away, and as you go late game, it means the Gyro isn't really as scary. Mass Ghost Scepters, potentially Mass Force Stabs, they can kite him, and they can also initiate from very long range. They'll smoke now. Oh, it's going to be a 5v5 head-on flash.
Yeah. LGD want to take the fight, but they think Vici Gaming are rushing. It's not the case though. Yeah, Blink Ultimate. This could be what they need cooldown as well there, but no one from Vici Gaming is inside it. Their mobility, they just get out of there. Purge goes down to the Gyrocopter, it looks like, as its BKB. It does go through. Io, Wisp is the first take a fall. Healing Wall comes down from Xiao Wei, and Sylar gets finally focused down with BKB 1 off. ZSMJ's in there, and Wisp is a great time to focus down first, because now ZSMJ, Epicenter kicks down everyone! XTC is trying to do his best here. I think he's lost his Spirit Bear. That was the one thing caught in the cooldown, and without his Spirit Bear up, he gets brought down. Wow. LGD have found themselves a miraculous team fight, 3 for 2 so far, and they're
it's gonna turn into a triple kill for him. Call it an ultra kill. No, it's CTY with the triple kill. Unbelievable. Wow,
that's a 2v3.
He hit a 2 hero splitter in the middle of that fight, and then he hit a 3 hero splitter there. That completely saves them.
Who needs Pulse Nova when you've got 2 3 hero splitter, lightning, and maxed out Edict? So it's 2v3 and they just wipe out everyone with what looked like 2 supports. I guess you can call CTY more a utility hero at this point, especially with the Goldies farming up.
And he can go for a Scythe of Ice. With this amount of farm, I think you just get a Mystic Staff, an Ultimate Orb, whatever you like, and start building towards that site. The other option is to go for a Pipe. That is the other option, but we'll see if they want it. There's a lot of magic damage from LGD, but for the bear, it's not quite as essential. You can even just get a casual cloak on that and siege with the bear. So end of the day, it just felt like a better engage for LGD. Sure, they got wiped, but that's the kind of fight they can't really expect to have every time.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a good fight for LGD, but they couldn't really keep anyone in place. They just lacked the lockdown. The lockdown they have is a Sanky Burrow Strike, but if he Burrow Strikes in, he dies instantly. The only thing that sort of got LGD back into that fight was a fantastic epicenter coming out of DD, but he's not going to get those epicenters if he's the one engaging in and using those stuns to lead things off. So for LGD, it's really difficult to take these fights. They took it as well as they could, focusing down the Wisp first, but I think things are only going to get more difficult after that fight.
Yeah, and for LGD, their lineup it's a stand together or fall one by one kind of lineup. If you lose your Juggernaut before he gets the healing ward off, if you lose your Panda before he can split, they're much more liable to lose that fight. Even losing the Sand King prematurely could cost them heavily. So if Vici Gaming can find the pick-off switch, let's be honest, they have the perfect lineup to do with CK Wisp plus anything, then it'll be easier for them to take the fight. So let's see if they can do that. I think for the moment, sit back, farm, just get the lanes pushed out. And LGD, they're going to slowly fall behind because if they're farming on the map, then they're getting ganked. And all they can really do, sit in the jungle. Vici Gaming actually going to go, but only 4 heroes here. They will find the Brewmaster. Yao gets stunned and pulled into the Reality Rift. He will go down a 4-second stun, a 4-step forward. And now the chase. Disrupt on one, Purge on another. CTY wants it all. Can he get it all? Xiaowade's dropping low. Xiaowade will go down 2, and now DD. He's on the run. It looks like he may be able to escape. Oh, they see him. No, you don't run from CK Wisp. You just die. And down he goes.
And the beauty of the Shadow Poison is they don't even need vision. He's thinking, oh, I'm juking through these streets. Nope, Shadow Poison sees you. Easy Reality Rift in. They pick him off. 3 heroes on the sidelines now for about 20+ seconds. And they're forgetting Roshan. They just want to go straight down the mid lane. Look for this tier 3 tower now. They've got the Lone Druid pushing tower. They've got a Hyperstone on him. He's looking for an Assault Crest. And defending this tier 3 is going to be very, very hard. Brewmaster has ultimate when he respawns, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough to save these Raxes. At least the tier 3 tower will go down.
Yeah, maybe you pop the ult and stall the push, but realistically, stopping it the next time is going to be much harder. Here comes the Chaos Knight ultimate. CIZSMJ just muscling down the Rex. It drops so quickly. They're going to get the Rex in a matter of seconds. Do they even stop here? I think they're going to really force a reaction. And, well, for the moment, it looks like they're content to back off. As we did see in the end, that Hero's pushing bottom. Return to the base for LGD, so they get a Rax. They can do that again. Sit back, put some aggressive wards up. I would like to see a gem from them if they don't already have one. Yeah. Get control of the map, because when you have the wards, it means LGD, they can't farm anywhere.
And they sort of hint that they're going straight for Roshan. LGD, I mean, they want to contest this right at the back. They pick up a Demon Edge and Gyrocopter, and this is, to me, LGD's in a position where you're just going to go straight Divine Rapier almost.
Really
I think MKB at this point, they're so far behind. We're looking at 20k gold, XP, similar story, almost 20k XP behind. It's really all or nothing now for LGD, and I can't see anything like an MKB really working out.
And of course, that's where the Ghost Scepters and the Force Stabs can really come into play to turn the tide to that fight. Sure, you have this Gyrocopter with the Divine. Well, you purge him, you throw the Bear on him, and then you run away with your Ghost Scepters, Force Stabs, or maybe you just man up and kill him, because even with the Divine, I'm not sure he can beat the CK once he gets his next item in a head-on engagement. Yeah. Certainly not without the backup. The one thing I want to mention here is we're going to see LGD back off a moment.
Yeah.
Maybe
they are spotted out by this ward. It's not the best ward. It gets some vision over here. It doesn't actually see down to the Ancients, but it sees them right now.
Yeah, this is not going to be...
it sees them.
Yeah, we'll see. The Bear comes in. It's going to find Sylar first. He gets pulled back. Now the SMJs leads the charge. Will he go? He's looking for the open. He's not going to commit just yet. But really, it's just been great play from CTY. It's been a blend of the new and the old today. We talked about ZSMJ as a legendary carry player for his old team, LGD. CTY taking an old style of putting the Shadow Demon mid, and they're really making it work. In that fight a little bit earlier, we saw a Disrupt on one, a Purge on another. I have to credit CTY for knowing exactly the number of spells he needs to use on each hero to find multiple kills, and now they're going for Roche. Can LGD contest? That's the big question.
Vici Gaming, every time they go into Roche, and they're looking very tentative. They're worried about the rotation from LGD. As soon as they see LGD missing, they're like, let's back off.
It's the lack of proper ward. Sure, they have this ward, like you mentioned, that sees a little bit towards the Ancients, but they don't have any lane wards. They don't have a ward up near the shop where they're standing right now. Yeah. And they don't have a gem, so they don't know what LGD sees either. And or if they do have a gem, they're not dewarding. I haven't actually checked.
The one ward they do have, which is really good, right here in the middle of the base, when it sees no one, that's when they're scared. It's a ward which says, if it's not seeing anyone, be scared, back off.
This is a better maneuver though, because it's going to be much harder for LGD to surprise them now.
Jeez, this Bear hits hard and fast with the tether.
Oh man, just one more effective way to use that tether. The Bear brings down the tier 3, then they just back off. They'll reset, they'll reload, and they'll go again. And at some point, you just got to fight. And for LGD, I don't know that they can win that fight. It's going to be very, very difficult.
It really looks that way. These Raxes are going to try and get brought down as fast as possible. Drunken Haze will slow down the push onto the Spirit Bear, will help things out. He may even see like an MKB build, but right now it looks like he just wants that Assault Crest.
I wouldn't mind seeing him, even if he really wants to slow roll it, send the Bear back to heal when it gets low, and then, sure, you've got this armlet, it's not going to heal fully instantly. Then you can bring it back in. We'll see if he does that. Right now, it's taking a little bit of chip damage, but Sylar, to be honest, isn't really doing much damage. It's the power of that armlet just really negating it with that additional armor it gives you.
Vici Gaming are going to back things off a little here. I think they've got some items flying out. As always, they just want to wait for those. Shivers Guard complete on CTY Shadow Demon. So this is a very, very rich.
This is going to make the Leshrac so devastating. Also allows the CK Wisp to chase so much better. And I don't think they really need it for the debuff to Gyrocopter. It's more just a great AoE chasing and kind of fight-winning ability. So it's more of an offensive item, I feel, in this situation, even though normally we see it as more of a defensive or anti-carry pickup.
Yeah, everyone Vici Gaming. Looks like they're going to march back towards this top lane, trying another go at these Raptors here. Spirit Bear, still a bit low here, but they can resummon it at least once.
And we'll see if they look to go for the resummon right now, just kind of chipping away at the creeps. Are they going to go into the high ground? They're waiting for the next creep wave. I really wouldn't mind seeing them just send the bear home and bring it back. You know, sure, maybe wait an extra creep wave during that time. You can just have one hero farming mid, a few farming top, and the CK Wisp ready to relocate wherever they go. LGD can't leave their base, so if you want to send the bear back, you're not losing or giving anything up to do it. They could think about Roche, but I just feel the terrain of the Roche pit with the vision they have is a much riskier play than this safe siege.
I think they're thinking about a smoke game to try and catch LG by surprise. They may send a couple heroes to push out top. They can smoke through mid. Sure, there's a sensual there, but if there's no creeps, it's hard to get spotted. They're actually... Okay, they're going to go into Roche.
MKB, he hasn't gone for Divine Rapier. I don't feel it's going to be enough. We'll see. Maybe it is. It all comes down to the magic damage, because does Vici Gaming have a pipe now? That's the question.
Yeah. It doesn't. I don't think anyone actually can go for a pipe here.
Yeah, no pipe. They do have some fairly tanky heroes, but not... Oh, I feel like a good AoE combo from LGD could win a fight, but it takes the epicenter being on point, the call down being on point, and then I think they can take the fight.
I don't think pipe's essential. They haven't really got a hero to go for it. I think, like, for a lone druid, you can go for a pipe, but Assault Crest is just a better item. And all these other Leshrac Shadow Demon, they're just getting bigger and more late game based items. Leshrac looking to tank up with a Vitality boost. He's got a full stuff of his own. And Vici Gaming just happy to farm, knowing that they are the ones in control here. What items are LGE getting to get back in this game? You've got a Juggernaut who's going to try to get a Yasha. That's not going to do anything. Yao, he's already got his Blink Dagger. He can't get anything else. The only item which is going to help them out is Sand King with a Blink Dagger maybe, and Gyrocopter with more items, because he's a carry hero. But that's only two heroes who are going to get anywhere close to sort of progressing to late game.
Yeah, a Juggernaut at this point is basically there as a distraction and for his healing ward. That's really his only main purpose in the fight, and we're going to see them actually... LGD pushing out mid lane, hoping that Vici Gaming is going to go on them, but really Vici Gaming is just trying to pull a fast one in the Roshan pit. CTY lurking here. He's going to spot out everything. This should be a great engage for Vici if they want to go in. Are they going to? Looking for a Purge, not finding it yet. But Purge now? No, he gets fogged and now goes on to DD, who gets pulled in. But Burrow strikes away while being reality rifted. Stun is dodged by Shellway. What a beautiful play coming out so far from LGD. Is it going to be enough? Call down looks good. Gyro ult looks pretty good as well. The Panda split deployed too, and it looks like Vici Gaming are actually going to be the ones who lose a hero first. The Wisp Paw pack is going to look to rejoin this fight in a matter of seconds. Will it be enough? They bring down one. SMJ gets a double kill. Sylar next in line, and Vici Gaming, their item advantage just overwhelming LGD.
Yep, LGD just don't stand a chance in these head-on fights, and DD just forced to Burrow strike his way out of there. He's in trouble, forced up to the high ground, destruction, and Xiaowei calls the GD as his teammate. DD going to get brought down, and this is it. This is the end for LG in Game 1 of this best of 3 in the Dota 2 Super League. LGD, on paper, the favourites going into this, but Vici Gaming take a very, very convincing Game 1. At no point were they behind. At no point did it even look like they were close to being behind. Right from the get-go, they were being aggressive and just taking the game to LGD China.
This is a nice taster for ZSMJ, but will he get his full revenge? You know it's got to mean a lot to him to take this series. 2-0 would be ideal. Even 2-1, though, would be incredible. And guys, before this series in the pregame, you thought Vici Gaming could take a game off of LGD, but you weren't convinced they could take a whole series. Do you feel differently now?
I know. I'm going to stick with my prediction. I predicted Vici Gaming to even win Game 1, because I thought Vici Gaming would have a strategy like this. They bring out the Wisp in Game 1. LGD are a team who are very reactionary. They see what their opponents do, and they'll say, okay, we have our playstyle. How do we make our playstyle work against what you're going to do? They'll see the Wisping and maybe ban it in the second stage. They'll just have these little changes because they now have a better idea of how Vici Gaming want to play this. And I think LGD are a team who are much stronger after a loss. They'll react and be much stronger. It's the same thing back in the G1 League LAN finals. They lost to IG, got destroyed by IG in the online portion. They got 2-0'd. Then come LAN playoffs, they versed IG in the opening round, and they 2-0'd IG because they had a way to react to what IG had done previously. So I think they're a team who can bounce back and take the next 2 games. But Vici Gaming, they're pretty damn strong themselves.
Let's see if LGD can do it. They've got a brand to protect, guys. Of course, this was game 1 of a best of 3 for the Dota 2 Super League, brought to you by Perfect World and GameFi. We are Beyond the Summit, and we do apologize for the crappy audio and the kind of last-minute stream here, as unfortunately I wasn't in the game for game 1 because they had to rehost it. We had some connectivity issues. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out for game 2. I'm going to run downstairs and try and get in the lobby now, so stay tuned, guys. Game 2 coming up in just a few moments. Currently Vici Gaming, shocking LGD a bit, leading this series 1-0.